Last week we discovered that Meraai had previously had a facelift. If you Google this model, I haven't been able to find one with a flat nose like this bus has. And Mariki and I finally agreed on an exterior look for her.
I find it quite butch. It's a bit butch for me.
Or maybe not. The steel to start the main build arrived, and my daughter Holly popped in for a visit and let rip with what is becoming an all too familiar phrase.
It doesn't look like much right now, but...
This week the guys from East Coast Scratch and Dent give Meraai a lift. My own chassis acts up, and Rocky steps into the ring. This week promises to be uplifting and have positive reinforcements. Now I promise I'm not going to subject you all to any Dale Carnegie. This is positive reinforcing East Coast Scratch and Dent style. I thought the guys were going to be rubberizing the whole chassis to stop the rust going through, but Braam has decided to use another system and another product, something that's a bit stronger. I'm not sure what it's all about, but let me go find out, because I'm sure it'll interest a few people.
A product called Raptor. Isuzu is using it on the chassis at the moment, the loading bins. There's a bus company in Cape Town that's using it, especially at the coastal areas. It's a very strong product. It's a polyurethane acrylic product, very, very strong, much stronger than the rubberizer. So that is the route to go on this chassis of your bus at the moment.
While waiting for the epoxy to arrive, Braam gets the guys to lift Meraai a few centimeters off her chassis. This is to decrease the space the engine uses up in the driver's cab, as well as raise her so we can put bigger tires on her and increase the space underneath the chassis for water tanks and the like. My personal chassis is a 1962 model. Jolling in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s ensured that my chassis was abused frequently. Now it's payback time. Usually I come down to East Coast Scratch and Dent every day just to see how the guys are getting on, and to take video. Tomorrow I've got to go through to Durban because I'm having issues with my own chassis. It's sort of a little bit buckled and wear and tear. So I'm going to go and get my chassis checked out. A very nice man with a very nice team stuck 4 not nice long needles into my spine and squirted some juice or other into it. As a result, my chassis is feeling much better, and things are happening with Meraai's chassis as well. The guys did quite a bit of work yesterday. They've raised the whole body, and it's been raised quite substantially. So the engine effectively has dropped down into the floor a little bit. And that's going to help the aesthetics of the cab. Did you see any change? Mariki popped in for her weekly update on Meraai, and I showed her what the guys had been busy with.
I see these things.
You see those there? That thing?
Yeah.
That's how high they've lifted the
chassis.
The bus.
That much?
Yeah, so it's been lifted that high. And so that's how much higher the bus is. And
that much?
So... yeah.
And that's going to make a difference.
Yeah. My engel, my lief, it will make a big difference. Henry, just explain to me what it is that you're doing.
I've already had fitted a whole couple of these spaces in. They're on place already, so it's for us now just to start the preparation of the grinding and to be able to weld.
A new professional from East Coast Scratch and Dent begins his stint on Meraai today.
Yes,
Rocky is the man who will be doing all the welding on Meraai. Over the next few days, Rocky will be welding the spaces in place. Okay, here you can see what the guys have been doing. They've been welding here. You can see there's a space there. There's going to be a rubber sort of base come in there, and then it will be bolted to here, onto the chassis. That rubber is necessary, so it's not like one's driving a brick. Next week, Meraai gets sealed. To do this, her heart needs to be removed. It will be the first time we get up close and personal with her Mercedes ADE engine. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We are also on Twitter. You will find us under A Dream Called Meraai. Until next time, keep safe and keep your dreams alive.